Okay, with this series, we're still going to Grandma's house, but instead of walking or striding, we have upgraded to a super sweet choppah. In the example, it says bicycle, but let's be honest. If you got to go someplace, you got to go someplace in style. See, it's chopped out. It's not chopper. It's choppah. It's got a sweet engine. Here's you, 4.24 miles away. Here's Grandma's house. Grandma has made you a tremendous cookie, most likely macadamia nut, because that stuff's amazing. So on your super sweet choppah, we got to figure out how long it takes you to get there. Now, you've actually done this already in the walking example. So given we have 4.24 miles. Given we are traveling at 19 miles per hour. Okay, that's given. So to figure this out, we've got 4.24 miles. We got 19 miles an hour. We have to divide 4.24 divided by 19, and that is going to give us 0.223 hours. Now, 0.223 hours, that really doesn't mean anything to us. I mean, on your clock, on your watch, on your whatever, it's not like, hey, it's 0.223 o'clock. That just doesn't exist. It'd be kind of awesome if it did, though. So we got to convert this into minutes. Given there are 60 minutes per hour. You know that. So 0.223, which is our decimal, times 60, which is minutes in an hour, gives us 13.38 minutes. So on our super sweet choppah, going at 19 miles an hour, which is a nice cruisable speed, so everybody gets to check out our ride, it is going to take us 13.38 minutes. Okay, that's our decimal hour, that's our minutes, we're all good. Now for some reason, you have to figure out how many revolutions it takes your wheel. Now your wheel, your rear wheel, has a 92.6-inch circumference. Circumference means the distance all the way around. So this distance all the way around, 92.6 inches. Now this is a little bit more difficult because you're given as in inches, 4.24 miles. So the first thing you need to do is convert miles to inches, and then you are going to work with your inches around your circumference. So let's do this. 5,280 feet per mile. Okay, that's a given. 280 feet per mile. Now we got to figure out how many inches are in a mile. So 5,280 feet per mile, and we know that there's 12 inches per foot. So to figure out how many inches, 5,280 times 12, which is how many inches are in a feet, inches are in a feet, and that gives us 63,360 inches per mile. Okay, so there are 63,360 inches per mile. Now, that's not the answer, because you're traveling 4.24 miles. So you've got to figure out how many inches are in 4.24 miles. So we know that 63,360 inches per mile times 4.24 miles equals 646. Let me erase that, excuse me. 646.4 inches in 4.24 miles. So in 4.24 miles, there are 63,360 inches per mile times 4.24 miles, the distance, gives us 268,646.4 inches. Now the last thing that we have to figure out is that whole circumference thing. Our wheel is 92.6 inches in circumference. So how many times will that spin on the way to Grandma's house? So we have how many inches are in 4.24 miles, which is 268,464.4. All we have to do is divide it by our circumference, because each time this wheel spins around, it's 92.6 inches. So 268,464.4, which is how many inches are in 4.2 miles, divided by 92.6, which is the inches in our wheel, and that gives us 2901.149 revs. So our rear wheel on our super sweet choppah will spin 2,901.149 times on our way to Grandma's house to get our huge, awesome macadamia nut cookie. So the answer right here, 2901.149 revs. This is a complicated task, and I know that it's a unique problem. So please stop this video, rewind, and replay as many times as you need to understand the concept.